And when we say a musician is mainstream, what makes him one? I mean, is it a hit single like Atom came with Yewo Krum, bang, 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 all over? Gasmila came with Telemo, all over. Major hits, banger. Our own one corner hit maker Patapa also came with one corner global hits. Is that what makes you a mainstream artist, or you need to have a fan base? Now here we're talking about guys like Shatawale, we're talking about guys like Sarkodie, Stoneboy, Samini. You know, when Ebony was alive, we had Bonafide. Fan base, large fan base. What makes one a mainstream artist? I mean, yeah, this is music. But even by extension, if you're looking at folks like this one here, some people will slap me, but I will talk. Look at somebody like Shatabando. Can you call him mainstream? You know, following, relevance. Can you call him mainstream? So what makes one artist, or what makes an artist a mainstream artist and the other not? Is it a hit song or fan base? Now this is what we're going to be talking about right now.
You need to use your only one head to convince the people to like what you have. Then when they get to like what you have, then you're mainstream.
Right.
Then you start to gather following.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So basically, it's the hit.
What is mainstream in your estimation? What is mainstream?
We have different sets of mainstream. We have those who have crossed borders, those who have gone beyond the shores of Ghana, those who have gone global, and those who enjoy the success but are not border crossers. For example, there are a lot of artists in Ghana who have hits but may not be known in Togo or Benin or Nigeria. You understand? There are a lot of such artists around. Then there are those who are popular and they go across borders. The Stoneboys, they go Jamaica featuring. So a different sets of mainstream. Even when you go to America, people have hit songs, but it does not cross borders. What I say. So,
and are they mainstream?
Yes, they are. In their space, they are. It's just that they haven't gone global. Immediately you cross border. When you cross border, you go global. That one is like the apex of it, the apex of being mainstream. But a lot of mainstream artists are there. See, in be almost popular Ghana, but they may not be known maybe outside, but they are mainstream.
This is a very I'll ask, and in fact I will not take just your view on it. There are times we have your song even being mainstream that the human being behind the song.
Yes.
Do you describe that too as mainstream?
Yes.
Because even as I speak, I'm sure we have songs that when you mention, we all know the song, but up until now, whoever sang that song is not known.
Yeah, certain songs are bigger than the images.
So do you describe such an artist as a mainstream artist?
Yes, the voice is actually what is making the person mainstream. You understand? If it's an added advantage, if you are able to add your image to move with a song, you know, usually or most often new artists find it difficult matching their images to their songs unless you have a very, very good management.
Right.
You know, because mostly the song blows up and then you struggle to catch up. The image struggles to catch up. You understand? So unless you have a good management who from the word go thinks about your image as well as the song, because usually we are chasing the hit, so people don't even really care about actually how the song will go and leave my image behind. All I want is the hit. You understand? But if you have a good management who will think about all these angles and then they put them all together and then they move the song and the image.
But if the song is mainstream and the human being behind it is not known, then where does it leave the song?
The song
at a point in time, Bless had his song way bigger than the person.
He was struggling to catch up.
So are you mainstream when I don't know you? All I know is your song. Are you mainstream? That's what I keep hitting on.
You see, the first point of call is you call an artist because of his song.
Okay.
You don't call an artist because of his image all the time. That area might be debatable, but you call an artist because of his song. So if the person has the biggest song in Ghana and his image is probably not known, you will still put him on because people come because of that particular song. You understand? So he's mainstream. The song is mainstream. At the end of the day, it is the voice. It's the voice on that song that makes it mainstream. And whose voice is it? It's your voice.
It's your voice.
So of course, everybody who wants to hear the song at any event will come looking for you. Your image may not be known, but once your song is out there, big out there, everybody will come looking for who is behind the song. Right. Usually, it's a problem when you're an artist, you have a big song and your image is. I have been there before. You understand? A lot of people struggle with that because most people struggle to catch up. Because when the song starts,
but at the time you had a big song out there that people didn't know who was behind the song, did you consider yourself mainstream?
Yes, we were. When we did Fili Gadochi, most people were giving the song credit to Kwabena Kwabena. Most people, even though the verses in there, he had not sung those verses, but he did some ad libs and people hear and they feel it's him. So he took a lot of credit for it. We had to work extra hard to get the song back. You understand? Because he already had blown at the time, so he was moving with it, and he was even performing the songs
right
most times. So people thought that okay, this is the guy. But we had to struggle at a point. We worked really hard on it, and then it became a pass. So mostly, you want the person who played A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
What do? You're going to go and look for him. You're going to today. Come here because of social media has become easy. Back in the day, if you don't hear an artist on radio or see him on TV, you can't see him anywhere.
Yes, but obviously you would look for the person if you need the person's services. But there are people you don't necessarily have to want to employ his service before you know who he is.
Those are the ones those are the ones that have gone global.
Like Daddy Lumba. At the time you were saying that you either appeared on GTV or Radio GAR or Radio GBC or whatever it is. At the time, Daddy Lumba was still Daddy Lumba.
That's why I told you that there are sections of mainstream, and these people are the ones who have gone global.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
You put them even on a show with just their images and not their music, because music-wise, they've done it all. You know their repertoire from top to down. So now you put his image out there. So those people, they've gone global. So that's why I said the mainstream, you're more different. Yeah.
But the key factor, according to you, is the hit song and not the fan base. Now, Kobiche, do you share in the same opinion, or you think you need a fan base to become a mainstream artist?
Yes, I think that I agree with that. But then I did a little research, and so let's look at the meaning of mainstream. You understand? And so, with what I got from Wikipedia, mainstream is a term that usually refers to the common current of thought of the majority.
Right.
Now, meaning in our space of the arts, mainstream things are those that are currently popular with most people. You understand?
Yeah.
So it makes sense from that I have course and that you should have popular tunes, hit records. Now the hit records will lead you to a lot of stages, like appearance on stages, travel all over the world. And then you even have to use that hit records to pull up the numbers.
Right.
You understand? You don't need the numbers to get hit songs. You use the hit songs to get the numbers.
You don't need the numbers to get a hit song. You need the hit song.
Because
does this work? Is this true all the time?
Yes, of course.
Is this true all the time that it's the numbers, is the hit song that gives you the numbers? Are there times that the numbers give you hit song?
No, you have followers now because of what you do. People didn't just wake up and say, let's follow Arnold, or let's just follow Kobiche, or that I have called Chief Chas, or let's wake up every morning and tune into Xylophone FM. Because of what we do, you've done it over the years, and now Xylophone FM is popular. That is the reason why you have the fan base, people who are listening to us this morning, regardless. You don't want to miss Xylophone Showbiz Agenda or the earpiece session and so on, because of what you are doing.
Yeah.
So you have the hit records, then the hit records will lead you to jump on stage, to build up the following, have stage appearance, collaborations. So mainstream artists should have hit records. Or when you say someone is mainstream, the person has a lot of hit records or have a monster hit.
Has a monster hit. Okay, so back onto Twitter. This is very interesting, and I'd love to have your thoughts on it. So let's make it simple. Much as I'm taking views from my guests in the studios, I'd love to read from you as well. Showbiz Agenda is the hashtag, Xylophone1021 is the handle. So what do you also think? What makes one a mainstream artist? Is it a fan base or a hit song? In fact, we could even extend it to other aspects of the arts. I mean, what makes a presenter a mainstream presenter? What makes an interviewer a mainstream interviewer? What makes an actor a mainstream actor? Is it the number of movies he's done or how popular he has become amongst the people? Before I move on to Ben K, I'm going to drop a series of songs that became popular than the people behind those songs. Now take a listen. With Seke, this also became a monster hit, like a grenade kind of hit. But then, up until now, if Dr. Slim walks into this studio, only me I go record. Okay, me never see another half. Okay, Chief Charles. Come no go see him. Ben K no go see him. So yes, Dr. Slim came with Seke. Seke. The song was way bigger than the human being behind it. Till today, Waira. Okay, the third one. And Luther came away with Domi in Tamo song. Domi in Tamo song. This also became a hit song. Even before this song was done, Rough and Slim had done Break Your Waist. And this is actually a cover version of Break Your Waist by Rough and Slim. And then Rough and Smooth. Then Luther came here with Domi in Tamo song. Monster hits. But till today, he's still fighting to be popularly, known and recognized. Now, would you describe all these three guys as mainstream artists? Dr. Slim, Luther, and of course, Bless. All right, so Ben K, your time to get on the mic. What makes one mainstream artist? Is it the hit song or fan base?
I think that first of all, for you to be a mainstream artist, you need to first have a hit song.
Okay,
it's very key. You cannot become popular because when you say something is main or mainstream, the word main itself means something that is true. There could be an exception, but something that is true. And stream, when we break it down, could mean something that flows. So when you say somebody is a mainstream, it means that the person you cannot, mainstream means that the person should have a content. You cannot become popular with no content. You should have a content to gain a fan base, and as a result of your fan base, you then become popular. And now, having become popular, you should be able to sustain it for a while. So for me, per my understanding, I would say you need a song. You need a very hit song to be able to become a mainstream artist. But there could be a mainstream song, but not a mainstream artist.
There could be a mainstream song and not a mainstream artist. Right.
Yes, your song can be popular, known by everybody, but you, the artist, you are not a mainstream
artist. Is Bless a mainstream artist?
I would say that Bless has a mainstream song, but he's not a mainstream artist.
Right.
Per my opinion and understanding of being a mainstream artist. So I think that before you can become a mainstream, you need to and also per my understanding, I can say boldly that there are different types of being a mainstream artist. You can be a mainstream artist temporarily or short-term mainstream artist. For example, if you pick somebody like Patapaa can be termed as a short-term mainstream artist.
What makes you
because
say
at a point in time,
what makes you say so? Are you saying Patapaa is no longer mainstream or he's deeped?
It's no longer mainstream.
What makes you think
mainstream for a short period? Because when he released
starting from when to when?
Starting from when he released One Corner. One Corner reigned for a while, and then he came in with Scopa Tumana. Even the Scopa Tumana wasn't his song. But the One Corner reigned for a while. It became popular everywhere and was a mainstream song with the artist himself being known. So Patapaa became a mainstream artist for a short period of time.
Okay, when did his mainstreamism?
I would say Patapaa died. Nobody can tell me Patapaa lasted for a year.
Nobody can tell you Patapaa lasted for a year.
Yeah,
Dude just dropped an album. Are you aware?
I'm making a point.
Are you aware?
But the question is, aside the song One Corner, which song? And then the one that got featured with the Scopa Tumana thing.
Do you really follow Patapaa?
I follow Patapaa.
Do you really follow Patapaa?
I follow Patapaa.
Can you mention about 4 of his songs?
The new one, he released 2 songs recently.
Which one?
One that is how do you call it? I've forgotten the terms. He's got a particular term.
But apart from one corner, which other song?
Tafrimu one, and then the other song before Tafrimu, bread. He used A1 bread something. Used some bread thing. Then I've forgotten the title.
Yeah.
Okay. It became a hit. I mean, within some few weeks, per my analysis,
right?
Within some few weeks, and up till now, you can't tell me that song is still a hit. You understand?
So when the hit dies, your mainstream status also dies. Is that what you mean?
Per my understanding, when you're talking about a mainstream song or mainstream artist, at least your song should sustain about, let's say, 1 year upwards. For instance, if you pick a song like Amachi Dede and this song Serious. Amachi Dede is a mainstream artist because consistency. The song is still played. He himself still plays shows. The song still is being played, and people know the song. Everybody, even a child, knows. So Amachi Dede can be termed as a mainstream artist. That is per my understanding. So we have a short-term mainstream artist, and then we have a mainstream artist. That's a long-term mainstream. For instance,
but whatever the case, the person has achieved mainstream status, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying that there are differences,
right?
Short-term and a long-term. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. If I pick somebody like Sarkodie, I can say Sarkodie is a mainstream artist because consistency also plays a role of being a mainstream artist. You cannot just release one hit song and then the next 6 months you die off. 5 years we don't hear from you again. 10 years, 15 years. And you tell me you're a mainstream artist. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So for you to remain mainstream, you need to put in new jobs or your old. Can your old works? Can your old works keep you mainstream?
It can if proper promo is done.
So where from the 15 years?
It can. Why am I saying it can? It can if you still remain relevant. Because if you release an old song and then the song hits. And then some few years later,
I think you brought another angle to the conversation.
Yeah.
Again, for people like Amachi Dede, Daddy Lumba, Sammy,
they are mainstream artists.
Yes. Because do you need to be relevant before you still could be accorded that status as a mainstream artist? Because mainstream is mainstream. If you mention A.B. Krenzel, I don't remember the last time A.B. Krenzel actually went into the studio and put out anything new.
And the song is still being played. What I'm saying is that your song should be sustained as an artist before, per my understanding, you be termed as a mainstream.
In wrapping up though.
Yes. So to be able to be called a mainstream artist, you should have a song, build up your fan base, and then sustain. There should be sustainability. You should be able to sustain. And then in the midst of you sustaining the song, you should flow. Consistency.
Right.
Must also take place.
Thank you very much, Benke. But you're an artist as well, gospel artist for that matter. Are you mainstream?
Yeah, I won't say I'm a mainstream artist. I won't say I'm a mainstream artist, but I will be mainstream.
Chief Charles. All right, so on Twitter, let's know what you're thinking. Let me have your thoughts. Hashtag Showbiz Agenda, Xylophone1021 is the handle. Give me a mention, Arnold Vibes, and let's get it going. Now, Chief Charles, same question, like my number one question. You guys are our musicians, apart from Kobiche. Are you a mainstream artist?
I was mainstream with Nasem.
You were mainstream with Nasem.
I was mainstream with my Ejo Nyami Nasem. I was mainstream. Yeah. But obviously there wasn't consistency.
Okay.
So yes.
So you could have a past mainstream artist. Like, is there a past to being mainstream?
Yes.
Like former mainstream?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Like former star.
On Sunday, when I went to Kumasi, to re-record and reconstruct the Nasem song, that's when the impact of that song really, came to me. How people received that song, how well that song is known, especially within the SDA circles, because they sing a cappella a lot. And you would be surprised that there are so many who do not know which group recorded. In fact, that song is credited to so many groups. And how does that happen? That happened because a lot of groups sing. And so if you happen to chance on, say, Manifest singing that song, you would think that it was Manifest who recorded that song. So yes, you can be mainstream some time ago, and I think I was mainstream.
Former mainstream.
Yes, but I think I'm emerging with a new song that I have put out. Arnold,
there is a difference between being mainstream and being popular. A song could be mainstream, but the artist could be unpopular.
Right.
There are two phenomena.
Right. A song could be mainstream.
Yeah, the artist could be unpopular. I'm struggling to find examples. Maybe I'll use myself.
Yeah.
Nasem is still very well known and still remembered by a lot of people, but people do not know the personalities behind
Nasem.
So the group Shepherds may be unpopular right now, but our song Nasem is mainstream.
Right.
For one to be mainstream, you need to gain popular acceptance, or there has to be a significant following of the product that you have put out. And what I mean by that is that, for instance, if you step out and you raise the as people can sing along.
People can sing, yeah. Myself.
Exactly. So it means that people still remember the products.
Yeah.
But the personality behind the product sometimes could fade into oblivion as a result of lack of consistency. And this happened so much back in the day. Right now, I doubt, because the dynamics have changed.
Right.
Back in the day, the only mediums that you could use in becoming popular beyond the product or the song you have put out there were radio and television. And back in the day, there were limited spaces for radio and television. If you didn't get on GTV and GER and so on and so forth, you are almost likely not heard. So it's limited the extent to which you could become popular.
Right.
So there were many songs that were very, very popular, or mainstream if you like, but the artists behind those songs were unpopular.
Right.
You raise their song, people could sing along.
But nobody knows
like
them.
A lot of church songs, a lot of gospel songs that have become popular worship or praise songs, were songs that are composed back in the day. The composers are not known, but the songs are mainstream and very popular. But in this day and age, the two, I believe, go hand in hand. Being mainstream and being popular, I think, have become synonymous. Why? There are so many mediums by which you can use to popularize yourself, as well as the content that you have put out, which is basically social media. Back in the day, one could not gauge or measure your following. You cannot measure your fan base. You have a universal following or fans. But now, there are actually numbers attached to your following or the fan base. And you can easily measure that via social media handles. How popular you are or how unpopular you are. And so now it is gaugeable. Back in our day, it wasn't measurable. But now you can measure it. And so as a song or as a product becomes popular, it is very, very likely that the personality behind that product could also follow in same trajectory. Unless you don't take the pains and the efforts to follow the trajectory your product is going. Like in recent times where Dr. Slim and so on and so forth. So now, if you don't understand these dynamics, that your song could be mainstream, but you could be unpopular, you have to actually make an effort to follow the products as it climbs so that you can climb along. Because if the song becomes mainstream, people will only play them at parties and so on and so forth, but you might not get gigs or shows because you may be unpopular, as is the case with Bless. Song is everywhere. You hardly see him build on shows. So you have to make that effort in being popular as your song goes mainstream.
So that the two must work hand in hand.
You have to make an effort, a conscious effort, so that you follow the song as it goes, so that there's a marriage between being mainstream and your popularity as well.
Right.
And that can happen, for instance, if you put out a good video, so that your face is immediately identified with the song or the product. You do a good video, or you ensure that you make good use of social media tools. You are at interviews, or you are at places where your face is easily identified with a song. If it's a blogger that's posting you, there is an attachment or there's a linkage between you and that particular product you are putting out.
Yeah.
So you don't allow the song to outgrow you or to go way above you, because there's that possibility. So you make good use of social media tools or whatever medium there are to ensure that as the song flies, bear in mind, Arnold, a song can fly quicker than your image.
Right. True.
If you allow it. But now, your popularity and the song could go hand in hand because you have a video out there. And bear in mind, look, now as soon as people hear a song, the next thing they are doing is that they are going on YouTube or they are finding where they can see a full-length video of the song and your personality. But Arnold, finally, for me, I think being mainstream, apart from the fact that you must gain significant following, I think it is also your ability to be billed or headline shows. It's actually what now succinctizes and gives value to your being a mainstream. That's what actually gives you validity to being a mainstream artist. Because if we are talking about mainstream artists like Stone Boy, Sarkodie, and so on and so forth, these are people who can hold down their own show and have a massive attendance. Or on any big show in the country or elsewhere, they are on the bill. And you can call such people mainstream.
Right.
You can call such people mainstream.
Right.
But as a new artist, as you climb to being mainstream and popular, one of the things that can also get you the gigs is when you develop a performance style or a performance brand that people would like to see, not just the song. It's a problem. I think it's a problem with Bless and a couple of artists whose songs become big, but the personalities are behind.
Right.
It is because they have not developed a performance style. Develop a performance style that people would like to see. Maybe a dance style, a choreographed style, or a dress style. People, if for nothing at all, people would like to go and see Kim Promise for his big shoes.
Right.
If for nothing at all, people would like to go and see Patapaa because he would remove his shirt and would have some funny dances and so on and so forth. So you develop a style of performance. And I'm sure these are the things that will get you on the main shows and make you mainstream.
Thank you very much. It's no longer a mainstream artist. Like Ben K is saying.
I really disagree with him. And I was blown to shock when watching him make that statement that Patapaa is not the mainstream. The fact that probably the song might not even come from himself doesn't even, it shouldn't let you have that mentality. You could feature me and I can still have record on your song. That therefore can feature people and so make an impact. You understand?
But that's even the reason why you get featured anyway, to make an impact.
Exactly. And remember, going over the days, remember how Sammy was influential because who featured na on your tight. You understand? Most of the songs were not coming from him, but the fact said, and even what even led to that, because he was good and he was mainstream, that is why he had to be featured on. People are featuring Patapaa left,
Sack has also had that time where everybody wanted Sack on the song.
Yes, because
Kwesiata has also had it. Kiddy, Kwame Eugene has also had it.
Because of that impact. So what even, drew the attention to people that let's even tap into this. Now everybody is using Familiar because Familiar has that thing. You understand? But I agree on what the statement you made. Say, Ebia, at a point you are mainstream, at a point you are not. But when you say short, you know.
So
I'm coming.
Kobe, I'll let you come.
You might not have a hit song, but you will still be making impact. Maybe you can't hit song for.
So we can have a former mainstream artist. Can we? I'm asking. Oh, we do have
because
examples.
Fine, I'm coming. But show be also.
That's why I keep asking that should being mainstream is not a status you achieve, and when you achieve it, you have it.
Yes.
Should it be that you need to keep doing something to keep you mainstream? Such that today, if I don't have a hit song and I'm no longer a mainstream artist, if yesterday I had a hit song, I was a mainstream artist.
And he's the same person who mentioned.
But you just agreed that we do have former mainstream people.
No, when you say former, we mean
like a man for our mainstream that na mainstream BM. So do we have such people?
So we shouldn't add them.
No, I'm asking, do we have something like that? Like you used to be mainstream, now you're not. Even Chief Charles.
Yes, Amateur is no mainstream.
Okay, why him?
Well,
speaking to the mic.
Dr. Pabobo.
Dr. Pabobo in your mainstream beam.
No.
Amateur in your mainstream. Why him?
Oh, Mama.
And that Lumba on your mainstream beam. Hey, and now why him? Kobe Che. Hana Desano. I don't have go there to mommy. Money. One way see.
I see.
One way see.
I see.
Okay, that have go. You see that the lumba ni o munyina.
Mainstream should be a status that when you achieve it,
You achieve.
it stays.
Yes.
Anampedu is mainstream. Tupac is mainstream. Dr. Pawbo
Is mainstream.
Amachede is mainstream. Because these people, their songs are known, their images are known. It does not pass.
And these people have even become legends.
They're legends. Oma attaining the legendary status. So you can't say that there's a former mainstream. Michael Jackson is mainstream. Whether dead or alive.
He's mainstream.
Mainstream.
Muhammad Ali, mainstream.
You can't say that he's former mainstream. No. Abedi Pele is mainstream. Today, on a standard they measure and call for. So he will never pass. They've achieved that status.
Terry Boomchaka.
Mainstream. Because
Ebony.
Mainstream.
Wow.
On a status na ye judge man ebani nyina. So obey the twem. Ontwemu da.
Ontwem.
Your friend is saying Charles Samoa. Mainstream. These were the people who set bars.
And even when you come to our broadcasting arena, in fact, voices on radio, Tommy and Enforcing.
Of course.
You probably might not be on radio
Edifachi.
now. Edifachimo.
Mainstream.
You know, those people.
Such a popular wording. Mainstream. No mama de popular to this point. So you can't take them out of the equation.
They don't need a hit song to continue being mainstream.
No. The standards that they set is going to be there forever. You understand? Reggie Rockstone is mainstream. Whether
Hit song
alive
or
not, hit song or not.
VIP.
Mainstream. Recently, when Obrafo said he's doing Paimukana 20, look at all the bars and everything. I didn't hear. Does he have any big song lately? No. Dia wa ye go no. And no they define hip life today. You know what I mean? So that legendary status, that mainstream status.
When you achieve it, you achieve it.
Yes, you've done it. You've done it. It's done and dust.
And could this also be achieved with just one big song, did everything for you, get you touring around the world, made you mainstream, and you never came back again?
Yes, you're mainstream.
You're mainstream.
You're mainstream. Because as an artist, you know, when you do a song and you have a hit song, you could be around for, let's say, maybe 2 years without a new song. But your song will carry you through. Nana Buru.
Yeah.
I heard it. But 3 years, not the
a
same song.
Ejinem.
And Buru is mainstream, known for a higher day, known for the fights he had with SK Blinks. It's on public record. So mainstream is mainstream.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a divergent opinion coming from that Halfco. You know, he says mainstream is mainstream. I think I agree with that Halfco. I mean, that's my personal opinion, though. Chief Charles, would you love to have a quick rebuttal? Definitely, Benke, I'll let you come in.
Not necessarily a rebuttal. I think that I do agree with that Halfco to a large extent. Yes, mainstream. I think he's brought a lot of clarity
into it.
What mainstreamism, if there's any word like that, is. That you achieve that status, and it's like a badge.
Yeah, wadja. You
carry through till you die. A major in the army will always be a major, unless he does something and he gets deranked or something. I think the dichotomy or the difference here really is the popularity. As I said, you can be mainstream, but you know, generations comes and generation goes. There may be a generation that do not know your personality,
right?
But will still identify with your work. And once the work has passed into mainstream, it stays there like that. It is your popularity that could take a dip. Maybe because you have retired or you are not as active as you used to be.
Yeah.
But once your work comes up, the
people know who it is.
People know who it is.
I think examples we can use to really support this argument would be movie industry. You know, now the industry is down.
Exactly.
But those who have made it to that level, like the Jackie Appiahs, I don't know when last Jackie Appiah featured. Grace Omabo. All these people, whether or not they're still featuring in movies,
mainstream.
They are mainstream actors.
But not
mainstream.
I guess that's why I said that, you know, you must have passed into popular acceptance.
Right.
You know, or your work must have gained a certain significant following, you know, to come to mainstream. And I think when it does, it stays there like that. You know, because, and it is the reason why when the work is mentioned, people still remember, oh, this is the work. But it is the popularity, the person's popularity, that may take a dip as a result of inactivity.
Yeah.
And your fan base Two, I think it's one.
So in the
one
conversation,
thing,
the fan base doesn't really come in here.
the fan base, I don't think it comes in. No, I don't think it comes
You
in.
don't think it comes in?
Once
Benke?
it has gained popular acceptance or popular usage, whether people like you or not, whether they are your fans or not, they still recognize your work.
Well, I think you just made a very salient point, because not every popular musician or mainstream musician has a cult fan base or even has a measurable fan base.
Most fans move with the tide of time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Once you have a song, we are with you.
They flow with it.
If tomorrow you don't have a song,
We're
They're looking elsewhere.
Right.
You understand?
Benke, your bite and get on Twitter.
Arnold, let's get something here. One can be a legend and not a mainstream artist.
One can be a legend.
A legend and not a mainstream artist. Because
Of course, we're not talking legends and mainstream. No, we're not talking legends and mainstream.
No, I'm coming
Okay, okay, you speaking to the
I'm
mic.
making a point.
Right,
Because
speaking to the mic.
Mainstream talks about mainstream is all about you, the popularity, your fan base. You see, at a particular at your current point in time. Do you get it?
Wait, take
Your
that again.
popularity.
Let's get that. Mainstream is talking about a certain current point in time. Is that how you understand it?
That's what exactly I'm saying. That currently, we can say, I can say that somebody like Amachi Dede is a legend, because when we say someone is a legend, somebody that has done something extremely well, that up till now, though he's not popular, but he's known for that particular thing.
How do you mean he's not popular?
No, that's what I'm saying. That though the person is
What made you a legend?
Wait, let me make a point.
That's
That's what I'm
not
saying.
how
That
you're a legend, you know.
that's what I'm saying.
It was
That
mainstream that gave you the legendary status.
now, who is a mainstream without popularity?
No.
No, but how do you even tell that Amachi
That's
Dede
what
is
I'm
not
saying.
popular?
That somebody can graduate. An artist can graduate. You can become a mainstream, sustain for some period of time, and then move to a legendary level.
And then when you become a legend, you are no longer mainstream.
You are more than mainstream. You are a legend.
Okay,
You've set a mark that nobody can beat that mark. Nobody can.
So
beat that
you
mark.
have become a legend. You are no longer mainstream.
doesn't work like that.
Let me laugh small.
Arnold, I'm coming. When I was
Copy J.
studying my submission,
Yes.
I said let's educate people by reading Wikipedia, and I read that
Read again.
But mainstream is the
Wikipedia
term
is not
that
a good
usually
place to
refers
No, but
to
let's-
the common. Listen.
But let him read.
Listen,
Read.
mainstream is a term that usually refers to the common current of thought of the majority.
The common, the
Current
common
of thought
current.
of the majority.
Yes, but the people.
So of the majority now, you can't. Why on top of your mind?
Yes, the
why
people,
didn't I
the people we are
How
talking
much did
about.
they know? Yeah, they've done their part. But
Then we
mainstream
are-
currently.
The people we are talking about.
The word on the line is current.
They are much there and all these
He
people.
plays more shows than any of them.
No, they are much there and all these people. No,
Yeah.
So you can't take them out of
Yes,
the current
yes,
situation.
we know. But if you are
So
but if you
how
are
would you
defining
say
who a
if
mainstream
today-
artist,
if today-
All right, so take it easy. 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 Your mic is off, guys. All right, so heated argument here in the studios. I wish you guys heard some of the points you're raising, but you take one at a time, and then I open the mic. That I've cool.
Okay. What made you the legend that you are known for today? What made you the legend? Look, Zap Mallet is a legend.
He's a legend.
Because of the
and,
work
Hammer.
he's produced.
and he's mainstream.
Yes.
You know why?
Hammer.
You know why he's mainstream?
No,
Because
I disagree.
no, hold on.
I disagree.
Hold on.
You know why?
Hold on.
No, wait. I won't let you.
when we say mainstream, the guilty beats, they are the mainstream artists. The mainstream
Look.
Okay,
Zap
you
Mallet.
finish.
Zap Mallet. He's legendary. He's mainstream.
no more
All the jobs, all the guilty beasts of today, no. Zap won a certain bar.
Hammer.
Standard, no.
But in the
Standard
conversation,
now, and
it's
then-
guilty beats. In the conversation,
no.
So why you mentioning guilty
no.
beats? Because currently,
No.
he is the mainstream.
Can you say?
Okay, so this is it. Twitter, Xylophone1021 FM, and you can hashtag Showbiz Agenda. Heated argument in the studios. Someone says Zap Mallet, Hammer are no longer mainstream producers. They are legends. That AFCO maintains they are mainstream and they are legends. Yes. Amachi Dede, Kojuanchi, Daddy Lumba, mainstream.
The jobs they did is still pops.
Currently, the mainstream
Recently,
are the guilty beats.
recently, Apietus compiled together hit songs Awabo. He had over
More than
300.
yes, more than
Over
300.
300. Today, when you go to parties, Apparatus in the mix in songs.
Keep banging.
So what would you say? What would you say?
Afco, you are taking us back.
What would you say is not mainstream?
Afco, you are taking us back.
Your mic is off. Your mic is off, Afko. Your mic is off.
Yes, I'm coming. Mainstream. How many people you are mentioning Zab Mallet? Listen. Currently, say mainstream.
So I get it. Now, Che is saying that currently he's basing his argument on the current heights. Currently, you wouldn't mention Zab Mallet as mainstream. All right. So on Twitter, are my people right here in the studios getting it right? Can you say Zab Mallet and all those old folks are no longer mainstream? And of course, what makes an artist a mainstream artist? Is it a hit song or fan base? I'm crossing over straight to Twitter right now.